So the personality test will be first. It's just one question, and I will be able to tell you your results immediately after you answer it. Okay. So I need you. So yeah, we're gonna start with the personality test. So I need you to look at this picture, and I will bring it closer so you can see it in just a second. But basically, I need you to imagine that each of these things represents a different emergency, and very importantly, all of these emergencies are going on at the same time. So at the same time, your hair has bleach in it that needs to be rinsed out immediately, or you will go bald. Your baby is screaming and crying, and it is not a normal cry. Like, the baby is extremely distressed, and they've never cried like that before. Like, something's wrong. The police are banging on your front door, demanding that you come answer the door and saying they have a warrant. There is a Sims 1 fire that has broken out in your kitchen, and your oven is engulfed in flames, and your boss and entire team are blowing up your phone with calls and texts, very, very angry with you and demanding to talk to you immediately. So the question is, in what order would you handle each of these emergencies? What would you handle first, second, third, fourth, and fifth? And I'll give you a minute to think about it, and then I will tell you what your answer means. So think about it carefully, and just go in thinking about what you would do, but don't think too hard about, like, give the answer that just comes to you most quickly. Okay, now it's time to give you the results. So each of these represents a different priority in life. Hair represents vanity, baby represents family, police represent reputation, oven represents money and property, and phone represents career. So if you answered, for example, that first you would handle bleach, so first you handle 1, then you would handle 4, then you would handle 3, then 5, and then 2. That would mean that your priorities in life are vanity first, then money and property, then your reputation, then your career, and last, family. But every test taker will have a different result, and I find your results very fascinating. So we're ready to move on. So now we're gonna get into the IQ test part. Okay, so for this first one, so all the materials are over here, the test material. So it's time for your first actual IQ test question. So for this question, I need you to look at all these dresses and tell me what is the number of the dress. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5 that meets all of the following criteria. Is full length, has no sleeves, has a contoured waist, and has an embellished would that be, Dress? 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5? Okay, good. Next one. And please pay attention. This one can be a little bit tricky, okay? So, what is the number of the cake that is fully intact, must have candles, and must not be tiered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to look at all of these children and tell me, what is the number of the child who is a boy, is a human being, is not happy, and has hair? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Good. Moving along, we've got a couple, 2 more of those. So we're gonna look at all of these ice creams. So I will bring them up close. We have Neapolitan ice cream sandwich, healthy ice cream, 20 calories. Look at this, like a strawberry one, and a chocolate ice cream. So, which ice cream is in a carton, not a package, actually displays a picture of ice cream, okay, and displays no pictures of fruit? Would that be A, B, C, D, or E? Good. Moving along. So for the next one, to take our little cover here. So you're going to look at all of these books. I will bring them close so you can see. Silly book. Math. Maths. Me and more. And this is Midwife of Stars. So, which book starts with the letter M, has the color red on the cover, title is less than 3 words long, and does not have the letter N? Which book would that be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Good. Okay, so now we're going to move on to a different type of test here. So here we have a picture of a girl, okay, and this is her face from the front view, and this is her from the top down view, okay? So all of these represent her from the top down view, and this is her from the front view. So your job is to tell me which of these top down views is the correct one, because only one of these top down views correctly corresponds to the face front view of this girl. Which one is it? Is it A, B, C, or D? give it a couple more of those. So I want you to pay very close attention to this one, okay? A picture of a house, face front. Look at all the details of the house. Okay. Now, which of these represents the top-down view of this house? I'll give you a couple more seconds to think about it. Okay, good. Next one. We have here a clown juggling fruit. Which of these top-down views represents the clown? Take as much time as you need. It is not cheating to pause the test if you feel that you must pause the test. Okay. Very good, very good, very good, very good. So, next one. So for this next one, I'm going to be showing you a picture. Okay. And I will show it to you and have you memorize it as best you can. And then I'm going to show you almost the exact same picture. And it will be up to you to tell me how many details you notice that have been changed between the first picture and the second. Okay? So let's give it a try. So here, there we go. It's our first picture. And just try to remember as many things as you can about it. Okay, I'm just going to let you look at it for a couple more seconds. Good. Okay, so now I'm going to show you the picture again, but now I will need you to tell me what has been changed. It's a very similar picture here, but there are some differences. So how many differences do you notice? Good. Okay, wonderful. Moving on, you're doing great. So now I'm going to move on to the next part of the test. So I want you to tell me, out of these things, which of these does not belong? Is it thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, or thing 4? Which does not belong? Good. Now, out of these things, which one does not belong? 2, 3, 4. Okay, good. Out of these things, which would you use to open a locked door? Thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, or thing 4? Okay. And if one of these things absolutely had to fall on your head today, which would you rather it be? 1, 2, 3, 4. Absolutely had to fall on your head. Good. Very good. Which of these things would you use to put out a small fire? 1, 2, 3, 4. Would you use tissues, oil, dry leaves, or a trash can lid? I want you to pretend that you are an American undercover agent in a foreign country, and you want to be as discreet as possible. Which of these costume items would you choose to wear? Wig, this hat, or these glasses? Which would be the most discreet? Good. Now, your baby is crying and upset. Which of these things would you use to soothe the baby? 1, 2, 3, or 4. Soothe the baby. Good. And which of these things does not belong? Thing 1, thing 2, thing 3, or thing 4. Good. Now, for this next set of questions, I'm going to show you a picture. So here we have a simple smiley face. By the way, this is just an example, okay? This isn't the real question, so I'm just explaining to you how it works. So I show you a picture and I have you memorize it. Okay, so you take your time, memorize the picture, and then I will hide the picture. Okay, I will hide it from you. And you will be presented with options. A, B, C, D, and E. And you have to tell me which of these options is an exact copy of the original picture. So for this one, it couldn't be A because A has hair. It can't be B because B is blue. It can't be D because D is frowning. And it can't be E because E has eyebrows. So the answer would be C because it's exactly the same as this one. Okay? Okay. So let's move on to the real one. So I'm going to show you a picture. Here is your first picture. So take your time to memorize as much as you can about this picture. I'm just going to give you another few seconds to look. 3, 2, 1. Alright. So now we have options A, B, C, D, and E. So which of these is the exact same as the original picture? There should be no differences. A, B, C, D, or E. I'll give you a couple more seconds. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need to. Good. Perfect. Now we're going to move on. And this question, I'm not going to lie, this is actually a difficult question. So if you decide that you don't want to do this question, you don't have to. You can skip it. That is not cheating, okay? This is just a question for test takers who really want to challenge themselves, but the test is still perfectly valid if you skip it. So here's the picture. And of course, if you need to, you may pause the video, like I've said. And just remember everything that you see as best you can. Ready? All right, here we go. Now I'm going to hide it. Which one of these is the real picture? And I will bring them in close in just a second. anytime. This is A. This is B. This is C. This is D. And this is E. I'll just give it a few more seconds here while you think about it. Okay, good. Right. Oh, now moving on to another type of test. So for this one, you will be looking at patterns. Okay, so your job is to tell me what would be the next thing in the sequence. Starting with this one, I want you to observe the shapes that you see and tell me what belongs there. Okay. What belongs right here? I'll just give you another second. Good. So, moving on to the next one. You're doing great. One, two, three, four. Now we just need number 6. What should be here? Good. Now, this next one is hard, so again, you can skip it, but some of our test takers like a challenge. So it's hard, but I assure you, it has a very legitimate answer. Okay. And if you can't figure it out, it will be in the description. So take your time, don't stress. Again, not all of our test takers want difficult questions. That is perfectly okay. Squares, circle, that built-in box. There's a part of that wanted to be numbers. Good. And we have one more puzzle for you. What should go here? What goes there? We've got this one, this one, this one, this one. What should be number 6? Good. Wonderful. So now I want you to look at this page of things. I will bring it close so that you can get a better look at all of these things that we have here. So many different weird and interesting objects. Good. Now, I want you to look at this and find some things, okay? I want you to find something cold. Okay. Look around for something that is cold. Anything cold. Might be more than one thing. Something hot. What in this picture would be something hot? We're going to move a little faster now that you've gotten a little more acquainted with the picture. Okay. We're going to find something pink. How many animals do you see in the picture? How many animals? How many fruits do you see? Okay. How many things do you see that you can wear? Wearable items. How many edible things do you see? Edible things. Can you find the cat? Can you find the pyramid? Can you find the lamp? And finally, which thing makes you the most happy? Okay, well, that is it for your IQ test. I really want to thank you for doing that. So we will be sending your results in the mail, and I will be seeing you for your next